Okay, good morning, Michaela. How are you? Okay, so I have some glitches, no? So, okay, let's just wait for the two. Or perhaps I could chat them. Okay, good morning, Gillian. How are you? Ayan, okay. Welcome, Aisel. Okay, let's open the word of prayer. Father in heaven, we thank you for this day. Though there are some issues we're encountering technically, I pray that you may continually guide us and continually be upon us, Lord, as we look into some aspects of modern geometry. And I pray, Lord, that your guidance be upon us, even throughout the week. And next week, we'll be having once again, a face-to-face classes next week. And also, as we prepare for our midterm examination 2 weeks from now. We thank you, Lord. Guide us. This is our prayer in Christ's name. Amen. Okay, thank you. Guys, how are you? Kumusta ba kayo? Medyo problematic yung ano ko eh. So, have you seen the uploads, guys? Have you seen the uploads on the course? So, that would be your project, no? So, using either GeoGebra or you could download the Geometry Explorer. No, the one that is on the site, the one that I give to you. I think I could share the. All right, so this is our. Okay, guys, as I mentioned, though I have a late upload, no, it's found on the midterm projects. Okay, so I uploaded already the first 4 chapters that consists of the first 6 projects. The first 6 projects are actually your midterm requirement, midterm exams. So we will no longer have a written exam, but you'll just perform, and then you will submit a report on this. No, so for you to have an example of the report on project 1, it is stated there. No, I don't know if you have already noticed these 4 files, guys. So this consists of your medyo yung audio ni Gillian. Ayan, anyway, so these are the first 6, no? And this would be the requirement for midterm. Okay, perhaps I could extend this, no, since medyo late yung upload ko at even until week 13 pwede siyang ipasa, no? So only the part of your report, no, yung just look at the project 1, there's an explanation there on as far as the report is concerned, no? So what to do with the report. Of course, that would be inclusive of the screenshots of your step-by-step procedure in accomplishing the task using the apps. Using the apps, whether you use GeoGebra, there is a tutorial on the site as well, or you could use Geometry Explorer. So for your PC base, no? If you're using PC base, it's much better kasi yan yung pattern ng book natin, yung Exploring Geometry. All right? So as far as the coverage of the exam is concerned, don't worry. Those who have learned within the midterm period, it will still be part of your exam, and the things that we will discuss or perhaps perform, since by next week I would remind you to bring your drawing instruments, no? So we'll be doing some geometrical constructions as part of our appreciation for both Euclidean and non-Euclidean geometry, no? So I hope you're making ready your compass, no? That's for the curves, and then straight edge as well. It could be triangles, no? So a pair of triangles or a ruler, it's much better there's a combination of straight edge, no? So either triangle, two triangles, a ruler or triangle, no? Or two rulers or straight edge, no? Mas mabilis kasi yung kapag dalawa yung straight edge na gagamitin nyo, no? Salip na isa lang. So, and then of course yung protractor could be, but most essentially is your compass. Okay, so we will be doing that next week. And also you bring your bond paper as well, no? Your bond paper. Yan. Though sa university meron tayong drawing paper, no? So yung drawing, what I won't require is just a short or an A4 or whichever is available, no? Short or A4 size bond paper. Okay, for you to have some we will have some drawing activities next week rather, not Sunday, but okay. So how are you guys? Can I hear from you literally, no? So parang kulang lang kayo ng kape, mga kapatid, palagay niyo.
Yes, sir.
Kulang ng kape. Sige lang, kulang ng kape. So, sikapin natin magkaroon ng kape next week. Pero this time, kanya-kanya muna tayo. Hindi pa kumukulo. Pakuluin mo na yan para... So guys, ito yung first 6 natin. Then I will just create for the finals. No? Pero huwag mo munang galawin yung finals. I realize that kung if we will follow this, no, we will follow this procedure. Supposedly, ano na tayo, no? Yung hyperbolic, I could adjust that to final lectures na hindi na siya kasama ng midterm. No? So parang kasi nag-adjust tayo from one material to new material. No? So I would start on lecturing the remaining parts of the textbook, and I will and then upload the 12, no, the 12 projects for which is supposedly part of your final period, no? Para mas may mahaba kayong preparation, no? So I realized that there will be an overlap of some topics, so that's why I'm slowing down as of this time, no? I'm slowing down and review some of the concepts that we have learned starting this midterm examination, midterm period, no? So one of which is to review your axiomatic method and the Hilbert theorems that you all also have a share on this presentation. But now, utilizing this new book, I'll be adapting some concepts for me to share to you. So that would be part and parcel of your midterm examination. So anyway, the midterm will compose of both multiple choice set and practical. That's why we'll have some practice next week, so that that will be in preparation to your some practical tests, no, by the following week or the week to come, week 12, no. So anyway, So let me detach this. Yan, habang nagkakapisigil yan, siya ang nasa spotlight. By the way, let me ask you, ano ba yung iba yung mga edu courses nyo, guys? What are your edu courses this semester? Medyo maaning audio mo, Gillian, no? Siguro connection lang yun ng mic mo. How about the other? Ayan, yan. Ano ngayon ang edu courses nyo?
EdTech po. Tsaka principles and strategies in teaching math po.
Math? Okay. For high school yon, no? Siyempre, ang context ng high school teaching, no? For principles and strategies. So, yung EdTech, may mga softwares kayong dinidiscuss or how that works? Yung EdTech mo. They have new platforms, software. No, kasi yun nga, kung technology-based, no, you'll be utilizing platforms and softwares, no, for classroom. How about the two, Aisel and Micaela?
Ano po? EdTech, tsaka po, across na po yung isa.
EdTech. So ano yun? Anong output nyo doon? What would be your output on that course? Parang gusto ko rin ituro yun. Kaya lang, hindi mabigyan ng chance.
Ano po, sir? May-discuss po sa amin yung relevance ng technology sa education. Tapos nag-explore po kami ng mga kami na po yung nagbibigay po si MAP ng outputs na kami po mag-discover ng mga software po na
Okay. More on discovery type lang. Okay din yun. Okay siya. At least flexible. Alright, so okay guys. So far, let's recall your ito yung basic Birkhoff's action for Euclidean geometry, no? So it's found also in the book. I will be sharing this to you in due time, no? This is more on distances and angle, no? Yung bear this in mind, Birkhoff's actions for Euclidean. It's different from Hilbert. Basically, the undefined point and line, no? So we're two real value function, which is a distance function, which takes two points and returns to a non-negative real number. So meron siyang tatlo, actually, and this is familiar. In fact, we are using this. We're not aware that we're using Birkhoff's action. Okay? So ito yung gagamitin nyo to bukas, next week, no? Though sometimes we're not aware of that. The first action is the ruler postulate. Okay, when you're measuring the distance of 2 points, not any line can be put into one-to-one correspondence with real numbers x, so that x sub a corresponds to a and x sub b corresponds to b, such that the absolute value would be equal to the distance ab for all points AB on the line. So this is the ruler postulate. And in fact, you have done this, no? When you first use your ruler to know the distance from a one point to another, you're making use of the ruler postulate. Okay? Tama? So sinong hindi nakagamit yan? Ruler postulate. So lahat tayo. lahat tayo ay gumamit, no? Siguro nga, kahit nung kinder pa lang kayo, meron ng ruler postulate. Eh. Though hindi sinasabi ni teacher yan na ruler postulate yun. Ni Berkops. Right? And then, of course, the Euclidean postulate. This is more on the first postulate, no? And there are 5 postulates that we already studied. And the contention is the 5th postulate. So, one and only one line contains any 2 distinct points, right? So, that's Euclidean. And then another application is what we call the protractor postulate. The protractor postulate, right? So, yan. So, if you still have your protractor, we could use it tomorrow. Kasi ang isa sa exercises natin, lamang si Hazel nito sa Kasigilian kasi they're familiar with some geometric constructions, no? Tama ba? Naalala pa yung Gillian and Hazel since you're both engineering students before, no? So you will teach Micaela how to properly hold or how to bisect an arc, something like that, no? In constructing some geometrical figures, no? Starting from triangle, we'll do that. Square, no? On a given point without any any ruler or right angle edge. So how will you how will you create a right angle without having a right angle at all? Okay, tama ba Gillian, Hazel? Naalala niyo pa 'yon? O hindi na. So we will have some constructions. Hindi ako sanay sa katahimikan, guys. Ano bang nangyayari sa inyo? Ayan, di na po. Ayan pala eh. Onti, sir. Ayan ang mga sinasabi sa inyo. Hindi nyo kinakalimutan. Napakagandang aral nung drafting na yan. Dami nyo tutunan dapat. Anyway, protractor postulates, sabi dyan, under Berkops axiom, given point O, the ray emanating from O can be put into one-to-one correspondence with a set of real numbers that is mod 2 pi because this is an angular measurement. So actually sa protractor pi lang eh. Pi lang siya kasi kalahati lang ng bilog. But it's mod 2 pi so that AM corresponds to a ray and A sub n corresponds to ray n. And if A and B are points other than O, so meaning they're part of O is the vertex and A and B are imagined there. You have the endpoints of a ray respectively, so forming now and other than O. So on MN, so respectively, then the measure of the angle NOM is equivalent to A sub M minus A sub N mod 20, modulo 2 pi. Why 2 pi? Because it is angular measurement. Alright, so furthermore, if point B varies continuously along a line not containing O, then A sub N varies continuously also. So there's variations. No? So imagine nyo yung dalawang points do sa protractor. No? So yung difference nila, that is the angular measurement. That is supposedly mod 2 pi. Why mod 2 pi? Because it is in radiant measurement. No? So yun yung, di ba, forming 30 degrees using your protractor. So you have this point M and point N. And then you subtract. Of course, normally our reference angle is 0. Then that's the initial side and the terminal side. No? The terminal point minus the initial point. That will be the angle of that particular ray. So that's according to protractor postulate. Okay? So we don't really know that. But you could teach that to your young generation. There is this ruler postulate and protractor postulate. So that's very practical. And of course, with regards to triangles, no, in addition to the 3 basic axioms of Berkops, we have also the Sas Similarity. So you're aware of this. We're familiar with this, no, even as we have learned this even in your prelim period. If 2 triangles ABC and A prime, B prime, C prime, or some real number K greater than 0 have a distance A prime B prime is equal to K times the distance AB, etc. Distance A prime C prime is equal to K, no? So yan yung makikita natin diyan, no? So there is a constant K, no, such that it will become a multiplier perhaps. Now the angle BAC therefore is equal the measurement, no, if there is a proportionality, no? And the remaining angle are pairwise equal such that the pairs B prime C prime is equal to K times the distance BC, so meaning there is a constant. Now sometimes it's 1, no, sometimes it's not, no? So yun yung makikita natin diyan, no? Under Birkhoff's similarity postulate. So you have Sas, meaning one side angle and the other side, no? So yun yung makikita natin for Birkhoff's axiom. So other definitions, so point B is said to be between A and C. So yung betweenness, something to do with the betweenness, no, axiom of betweenness. All right, with Hilbert, no? So yan, you presented that, no? Anyway, I'll be sharing those materials too sooner or later. So part of the axioms. All right. Segment. By the way, have you tried already the project 1, guys? Sino naka-try ng project 1? Taas kamay. Kasi yung project 1 na-upload ko na siya before, no? But I intend to upload the entire chapter inclusive of the projects, no? So pareho lang 'yun. Yun lang nasa gitna yung mga projects. Sino nakapag-try, guys? Taas kamay. Okay, Micaela have tried. How about Isel and Gillian? Using ano ba yan? Geometry Explorer? Hindi pa, kay Gillian. How about Isel? No po. Ayan. So anyway, you still have until week 12, no, to comply on that, no, by submitting to me a report consisting of an introduction, no. Later papakita ko uli yon, yung portion na yon. Anyway, this is the entire book. I have a hard time truncating, that's why I have difficulty of uploading. So far I have uploaded the midterm projects, no? Under the midterm projects, so you could do it now, no? Although most of the concepts that we have learned from prelim, no, are the projects now, the projects for midterm. So yun yung nakikita natin doon. All right, continuing. So there's betweenness, no, of points A and C, where C A is not equal to 0 if distance AB plus distance BC is equal to distance AC. The segment AB consists of points AB along with all points between A and B, and that also corresponds to, of course, yung B point B dyan is between A and C. All right, and there are infinite number of points, no? All of the points, no? We cannot really count them, though there's a finite distance, no? Though we cannot really count them, no? Yung mga points between A and B. The ray with the endpoint O, no? So by 2 points O and A in line L rather, is the set of all points B on L such that O is not between A and B. Okay, so iba siya, no? Two distinct lines having no common point is called parallel. So parallel siya. So yun yung makikita natin diyan, no? So the ray, no, the ray with endpoint O is defined by 2 points O and A in line L, and the sets of all points B on L such that O is not A and B. So hindi siya along A and B. No? So if there's no common point or center point, we call it parallel. Right, two rays MN through O on a straight line. The measure of angle MON is pi. Mean that's a straight line where M and N are points respectively. The ray form a right angle. Now, if it is half or 90 degrees. Straight angle, if it is pi over 2, it is 90 degrees a right angle. If rays forms a right angle, we say the lines defining is perpendicular. So I think you're known to this. In fact, I'm just reviewing you. Also, this one, you have shared already your thoughts. No, I will share mine through this book as well. So again, this is again an amplification of Euclidean geometry. Is Hilbert's axiom. So your midterm will focus more on Hilbert's axiom, and in addition is Birkhoff's. Yan yung mga theoretical portions na titingnan natin, daan sa inyong midterm examination. So aside from that, if I may look your, kasi yung supplements natin, okay, so perhaps Hilbert Transform will be, or axiom will be part, and then Birkhoff's, and those topics, those topics, and some of the axiomatic problems. After, I think I'm still reviewing our lesson last week number 7 about that. I think week 7 we're still face to face, so week 7 I think we discussed some axiomatic, still part of the axiomatic discussions, so yun yung magiging tatlong topics natin for midterm. So some axiomatics, proofs, and then yung Hilbert transform, and then other than that is Birkhoff, which I shared already. And later on we will again review some of this, so kasi para nasa transition ako, I need to slow down so that pag sa finals doon ko na ipapaliwanag sa inyo in full yung hyperbolic hyperbolic geometry, though this will be concise discussion starting here, Actually ito rin na-discuss natin pala, transformational, so under prelims pa to, and some sort of symmetry. So kaya saktong-sakto talaga yung hyperbolic sa finals, finals, elliptic, then projective, kahit yung fractal, few fractal geometry, and which all of your projects are part, starting from week number 7, which is transformational. Though transformational na-discuss na rin to, pero ilalagay natin siya sa finals, All right, so let's move on to your Hilbert transform. Ayan, so these are this is based on Euclidean's undefined terms point line between on or incident or congruent, So of course yung point, ito balikan lang natin guys, kasi ano ba talaga yung original na definition niya, kasi yung dinefine natin yung point ngayon on its modern rendition of Euclid's, pero if we will look back on how it is defined under Euclid's element, let's just have a rundown. Ito yung guys, I'll be also sharing to you this brief summary of book 1 of Euclid's elements, where we derive our concepts in Euclidean geometry. Perhaps, it's a translated version already, but this is more on the, ang tawag dyan ay Ito yung ancient version, no? Ancient description. So definition, take note of the definition, guys. Number 1, a point is that which has no part. A point is that which has no part. Okay, how will you describe that? It doesn't have part, meaning it does not have length or width or height. Make sense, guys? Yan definition ni Euclid dito eh. Although, wait for a while, guys. I have a call. Wait for a while. Okay, any okay? Any comment on Euclid's definition? A point is that which has no part. Gets nyo yun? Gillian, Hazel, and Micaela.
Clear naman.
Okay naman, visualize naman. No? Kasi nga, pag sinabing no part, meaning it does not have length, width, or height. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun. No? Kaya ngayon, may modern translation yan. No? Alright, so, but of course, I'm just sharing to you the original concept of Euclid. No? A line is breadless length. So, may haba pero walang lapad. Okay, sa line. Okay, so yan yung definition. No? And then extremities of a line are points. Extremities, yung mga dulo. Actually, these are referring to line segments. No? Line segments are points. Or sometimes it could be extended. No? Or in between these two extremes are, in fact, infinite number of points. No? So, kasi lines are extended in both directions. So technically, there are infinite number of points, no? In that particular line, no? So are points, no? So in between 2 point, perhaps line segment is numerous number, no, of points. Okay, Though pwede siyang may terminating point kasi siya, no? Though hindi pa rin talaga natin mabilang-bilang yung mga points in between point A and B. Alright? Wait lang guys. Alright. Next, number 4. A straight line is that a line that lies evenly on the points itself. No, straight line siya kapag yan is a line that lies evenly with the points on itself. Evenly meaning pantay siya, no? Pantay-pantay, no? Hindi siya yung bako-bako. No? Evenly, no? With the points in itself. Okay, so yun yung description ng straight line. A line that lies evenly with the points in itself. So evenly meaning ano siya, technically it's a straight line. No, ginamit lang term yung evenly, meaning pantay. Okay? So with regards to the points, no, on that line. And the number 5, a surface is that which has a length and breadth only. Surface. Alright? So pag may x and y na siya, obviously it's a plane or a surface. And then number 6, the extremities of a surface is line. So yun namang hangganan niya, boundaries, or perhaps a plane, it has a line. 2 lines will determine a plane. Tama ba? Or 2 points will determine a line. Can you comment? If 2 points determine a line, will two lines determine a plane? Comment. Please comment on that. Alright. If 2 points determine a line, will 2 lines determine a plane? No, sir. Why? Yes po, if the length and the other is the breadth. Oh, kasi not necessarily parallel. I'm not talking here parallel lines. No, 2 lines lang. Okay, because line 1 will determine the length, line 2 will determine the breadth. No? Of course, not necessarily parallel lines yan. No? Pwede rin natin siyang, ayun, nawala si Hazel. Siguro mahina yung internet. So, pero technical, tama yung 2 points determine a line. Pero yung 2 lines determine a plane. Kasi because of the length. The length and the width. Yan. So, kung may isang linya ka lang, length lang yun. Hindi siya pwedeng maging plane. So, we need another dimension that is determined by a line. So, 2 lines determine a plane. I-google nyo nga yan. Baka mali yung expression ko. Baka non-Euclidean yung dating ko. Alright? So, yan, no? Makikita natin pagkakapareho ng dalawa. Extremities of a line are points. Extremities of a surface are lines. Alright? So, eventually, madidevelop din natin yan, no? Yung from surface naman, solids. Alright? Solids naman. So, 3D na siya. So, hindi ko sure kung nandito yan, no? So, it says here, a plane surface is a surface that lies evenly on the straight lines on itself. Yan. So, evenly siya. So, even yung, imagine yung mga straight line na magkakahilera. Kasi dun sa line naman, yung points yung magkakahilera evenly. Ito naman, yung mga lines yung magkakahilera. So, it will produce a plane. Alright? So, ayan. Evenly with the straight lines. Straight lines. Okay, plane angle is the inclination of one another of two lines in a plane. Okay, that meet on another and do not lie on a straight line. Yan. So, planar angle ang tinatawag. So, there's such thing as planar angle. Normally, may kita natin yan kung quadrilateral. So, it's planar angle. Do not lie on the straight line. Kung straight line yan, hindi plane yun. No, kasi ang plane, kailangan may dalawa. May dalawa siya. It requires two lines to determine. No? Determine the length and the width. So, kung straight line, no, even to do distinct lines yan, hindi makakabuo ng planar angle. Okay? And when the lines containing the angle are straight, the angle is called rectilinear. Yan, rectilinear siya. Or straight lines, just a straight line, rectilinear. So perhaps another term to add on our vocabulary. Okay, welcome Hazel. So actually, maraming dinefine dito, no? Doon kay Euclid, no? So anyway, let's have a rundown. So magandang ano rin to, magandang basahin nyo that this will be part of your midterm exams. No? That, siguro magpo-focus na lang dito kasi halos na discuss na naman natin yung axiomatics doon sa prelim exam. Eh. So mostly are computations. No? So number 10, when a straight line is set up on a straight line makes an adjacent angle equal to one another. Wait lang guys. Okay. Marami tayong mga ano. So rectilinear sounds P6 guys, no? Naalala nyo ba yung P6 nyo? Rectilinear. Di ba yung rectilinear forces? Ibig sabihin, pwede siyang okay, yung rectilinear forces, yung forces halimbawa magko-opposite. Opposite lang siya. No? Then we will have some minus and a plus. So, yung force to the left minus force to the right, magkakaroon ka ng net force. Yan yung rectilinear. Ginagamit yan sa P6, no? Yung rectilinear. And also in geometry. Yan, though first time kong nakitang gamitin yan sa geometry. But normally physical yan. No? Okay, next. Another, when a straight line set up, when a straight line is set up on a straight line makes an adjacent angle equal to one another, each of the equal angles is right. And the straight standing on the other is perpendicular to that which stands. Yeah. So yun yung dalawang straight angle, no, makes the adjacent angle equal one to another. No, is right. Ibig sabihin, kapag nagigets mo ba yung meaning? Kapag yung dalawang line sinet mo such that yung adjacent sides niya, yung adjacent angle niya ay equal. Halimbawa, yung ganun ko na imagine yung description niya, straight line equals, no? When a straight line set up on a straight line makes the adjacent angle equal one to another. So guys, halimbawa ito yung line, tapos may pinatong kang may sinet kang isa pang straight line, yung adjacent angles ng pareho, ayan, yung adjacent side ng pareho, equal. Guys, nagets nyo ba? Kaya siya right angle or in other words, perpendicular. Okay? It's perpendicular. Ito kasi mga primitive. Yun yung term pala, primitive terms. Hindi ancient term, erase na yung ancient, primitive terms. Na nawala sa isip ko, on the tip of my tongue, no? Primitive terms. Yan. An obtuse angle is an angle greater than right angle. So we know that concepts already, acute, same as true. A boundary is that which is an extremity of anything. No, boundary. It could be a point, it could be a line, it could be a plane as well. No? So boundary yun. A figure is that which is contained by the boundary or boundaries. So anumang figure yon. It could be a plane figure, it could be a solid. It could be surface or plane figure, it could be also solid as well. So it's a figure. And then there's a definition of circle here based on Euclidean's element. A circle is a plane figure contained by one line such that all of the straight lines falling upon it at one point, among which lying within the figure, are equal one to another. So ang ito ay primitive definition, meaning there's a one fixed point which is called the center, and there is one fixed distance called radius that is equidistant to the points of the circle. So imagine mo may fixed point at may fixed line that would generate the locus of points that are equidistant to a fixed point center and has a fixed distance called radius. So that is a circle. So the generation of circle, so imagine niyo, actually pag nag-compass kayo, kitang-kita niyo, no? So may fixed point and may fixed distance. Yan. And the point that's called the center, and that point is called the center of the circle. Yan. And the diameter of a circle, say any straight line drawn through the center, is terminated in both directions. So by the circumference of the circle, and such the straight line also bisects the circle. Okay, so ang dami nito. Tuhog na tuhog yung verse 17. Ay yung number 17. Now, semicircle is a figure contained by the diameter of a circumference cut off by it. And the center of a semicircle is the same as that of the circle. Okay? So, nung hinati lang, hindi nawala yung center. No? Nandun pa rin. Alright, so rectilinear figures are those contained by straight lines. Trilateral figures are those contained by three straight lines, trilateral. Eventually, that becomes, then for those contained by four quadrilateral, and multilateral are four straight lines. Okay? So, yun yung natin dyan. So, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng mga lateral, quadrilateral, trilateral, multilateral, no? And for trilateral figures, an equilateral triangle, merong thank you, Honey, is that which has its three equal sides, and an isosceles triangle which has two equal sides is called is, so parang trilateral, no? Trilateral. So, though we derive the concept of triangle. So guys, kape muna tayo. Sensya na kayo, may taga-timpla ako. Kayo dyan, may taga-timpla ba? O kayo si Gillian pala nagtitimpla mismo. O kumusta na yung mainit na kape mo? Kumusta ba? Gillian? Ayan, bilang preba ng mainit pa. Nakikita nyo ba? Yun. Alright. So, clarification. So, these are primitive terms, guys. No? Kaya medyo off sa English language natin dahil hinugot ito kay Euclid diretso. Alright? So, I'm sharing it to you para mas may lalim kayo sa Euclidean geometry. Euclidean, which is the basic, the foundation of the geometries that you will be teaching to students, no? Lalo pag nailagay kayo sa primary, no? Kasi in some cases, if you will be teaching in the public, pag walang vacancy sa secondary, maaaring ilagay kayo sa primary muna for the meantime. Then eventually you go to the... By the way, any plans to teach in public, Gillian and Micaela? Any plans, or you're resolved to teach in your... No, sir, Gillian. And no, sir, then for... wala pa. Okay. How about you, Micaela? Any thought of teaching in a public school? Ayan, academy. Yes. Of course. Sa academy. Okay din naman yan. Pero maganda rin may extension tayo sa public school kasi yung wider audience din for the purpose of the gospel. Sometimes we need to connect. Depende. Ayan. So, ayan. Okay. Si Micaela, yan sa leading. Pero open si Micaela for that opportunity. Okay, thank you. So si Hazel ay wala. No? So maya-maya pa siya. Okay, guys. So isosceles and then further trilateral figures, right hand, right triangle, obtuse, acute is there. No? Medyo dalian ko na to. And then in a quadrilateral figure, square, which is both equilateral and right-handed. Right angle, right-handed tuloy. Right angle. Okay. Welcome back, Hazel. Hazel, do you have plan in teaching in public schools, Hazel? You have a thought of teaching in public schools? Si Hazel meron. Yes. Parang iba-iba kayo ng sagot. Ang ganda, no? Varieties of answers. Ibig sabihin, 3 representative answers. Si Gillian, hindi. Si Micaela, open. Tapos si Hazel, yes. Di ba ang saya-saya, no? Tatlong representation sa tatlong estudyante. Okay, yan. Kung ako tatanungin nyo, I'm open also. Though ang leading sa atin ngayon, yung mga Bible school, no? Bible school both for liberal arts and theology courses. Yan, so yan yung leading sa atin. So hopefully, we could also, pero if given a chance, no, we could always teach in the public school for the sake of the gospel. Palaging ganun, yun yung ating, kasi maraming connect doon. No? Biruin mo, isang klase, may comprise of more than 40 students. And what is 40 students? These are 40 souls. No, 40 souls that could be saved because of the message. So, yun yung titingnan natin doon. Palaging ganun yung mindset natin for opportunities. Alright? Eto guys, nakakatuwa lang tong kay Euclid. No? Na-observe ko, square is an equilateral and right-angled. Equilateral siya, no? Kala natin equilateral lang ang triangle. Pati quadrilateral, pwedeng equilateral. Okay, equilateral siya at right angle. Pero may oblong. Ano yung oblong, guys? Ano yung oblong? Okay, parang off ba yung word na yan dyan? Pero sa panahon ni Euclid, pasok yan, ha? Ano yung oblong? Guys, ano yung oblong dyan? Ano tinutukoy ng oblong? Kasi ngayon ang oblong curve, no? Pero nung panahon ni Euclid, ano yan? Obvious naman, may nawawala dyan sa mga quadrilaterals. Tingnan nyo yung material mismo. Aling kung palakihin ko to, ha? O yung text natin. Anong nawawala dyan, guys? What's that oblong? Rectangle, yes. It's rectangle. Look at the definition. An oblong is that which are right-angled but not equilateral. Right angle siya pero hindi equilateral. Ibig sabihin, paano ba yon? Tama, no? Right angled eh. So hindi naman papasok yung trapezoid doon. Hindi pwedeng trapezoid kasi right angle eh. Yung apat na kanto, right angle pero hindi siya equilateral. Ibig sabihin, hindi lahat pare-pareho. Kaya siya ay oblong o rectangle. Alright? Kaya iba yung definition ng Euclid's element, no? At least this will enrich your vocabulary as well. So a rhombus, that which is equilateral, but not right-angled. No? Pareho silang right-angled, pareho silang equilateral ni square, pero hindi right-angle si rhombus. Alright, isa pa. Itong rhomboid, in a rhomboid, that which has its opposite sides and angles equal to one another, but neither equilateral nor right-angled. O ano naman yung rhomboid, guys? Ano naman yung rhomboid? What is rhomboid? Based on this Euclidean definition. Though ngayon nagbago na yung natin ng rhomboid eh. Pero based on this, what is rhomboid? Hindi lang naman siya equilateral or no right angle, pero sabi diyan, that which has its opposite sides and angles equal. Okay? So yung opposite side and angles are equal, Gillian. O ano pa yung missing link dito sa quadrilateral? Can I hear from you? Ano yun? Ano pa? Kanina yung oblong na sabi nyo, rectangle, correct? E ano naman tong rhomboid? Guys. Ano yung rhomboid? Huwag yun nang i-google kasi ito, definition to ni Euclid eh. Hazel, ano yung rhomboid? Based on the description, opposite sides and angles equal, but neither equilateral or right-angled. O, di ba? O, ano yun guys? O. Diamond. O nga, no? Diamond. Hindi diamond. Pero tama rin yung diamond eh. Tama rin siguro. Ano pa yung mas familiar na term? Diamond, yes. Diamond. Pero parang rhombus. Hindi ba rhombus yung diamond? Kite. Kayo parang Kite. Oh, Isel, ikaw naman. Anong masasabi mo? May diamond, may kite. Pero yung diamond, consider siya eh, pero hindi siya normally ginagamit sa sa mga quadrilaterals. Rhombus kasi 'yun, tama. Ay hindi rhombus yung rhomboid. Hazel, ano ba talaga? Meron pang kulang, obvious naman eh. Ayaw niyo lang sabihin. Siguro gutom na kayo. Dahil dyan, inggitin ko kayo. Meron akong puto at kutsinta, guys. Ito. Ayan. Kaya kita nyo, mayroon pang mayroon pang kutsinta. Oh. Hindi rectangle Hazel kasi nga non-right angled. Ayan no. Non-right angled siya. Ito, neither equilateral or right angle. Alright? Tama na yung diamond eh. Ibahin nyo na lang yung tawag. Guys. Iba pang term for diamond. Pero parang rhombus yung diamond eh. Parang rhombus siya. Parang rhombus yung diamond. Iba pang Guys, ano ba? Ano pa yung kulang dyan na quadrilateral? Yun na lang naman yung oblong, rectangle. Itong rhomboid. Trapezium ikaw Hindi, wala pa tayo dun sa trapezia. Yung trapezia yung huli. Ayan O, ano pa? Hindi, nakalimutan nyo na. Start with letter P as in parisukat at parihaba. Hindi, joke lang yun. Letter P. Oh, ano ba? Yung rhomboid na yan. Yan, parallelogram. Diba, parallelogram, opposite sides and angles are equal to one another but neither equilateral or right-angled. O diba, pasok yung parallelogram. Hindi naman siya equilateral yung apat, no? Pero, yung opposite side, saka yung opposite angle, magkakatumbas. But it's not right-angle. So, it's a parallelogram. Ngayon, yung tinutukoy kanina ni Micaela, ito na yon. And let quadrilaterals other than this called trapetia. So, may meron siyang general category ng trapetia. So, sa trapetia, we have two. Trapezium and trapezoid. Sa trapezoid, meron kang one pair of parallel lines. No, sa trapezium, no, normally, pero pagdating mo ng England, baliktad dyan. Micaela, when you will go to London, you know, baliktad yung gamit sa US usage ng trapezium sa trapezoid. Magkaiba. Sa atin ang trapezoid, since we are more at American English, trapezoid, one parallel lines. For trapezium, no parallel lines. But when you were in England or London, ayan, so magre-reverse. Anyway, we are using American English. Okay, so trapetia, meron kang trapezoid saka trapezium. Alright? Okay ba, guys? Now, other postulates from this, no? So, ito na yung famous postulate ni Euclid to draw a straight line from any point to any point. Okay? So, 2 points. So, ito na yung mga actions ni Euclid, no? Okay. Next, to produce a finite straight line continuously in a straight line. Parang ito yung line segment. Yung finite straight line na yan, continuously in a straight line. So you could segment that, and that's what we call line segment. Now, to describe a circle in any center or distance. So that's what we call center and radius. That all right angles are equal one to another. Alright? Ito na yung contention, yung number 5. Ayan, yung napag-aralan natin na fifth postulate. That if in a straight line falling onto two straight lines make an interior angle on the same side less than 2 right angles. Now the two straight lines is produced indefinitely meet on the side which are less than 2 right angles. Less than 2 right angles. Alright? So, yun yung meet on the side in which parang na-demonstrate na natin yan dati, no? So, parang may inclination na gano'n, no? So, eventually, so kung meron kang transverse line dyan, no? So eventually, yung sinasabi dyan, if a line is a straight line falling into two straight lines, make an interior angle. Interior, ibig sabihin yung transverse, no? Kasi na ba? Wala na akong ibang Ayan. So, yung transverse, guys. Ayan. Wala akong masyado object. Imagine nila meron dong nakalagay na gano'n. No? Yung interior angles, pag less than 2 right angles ang katumbas doon, so ibig sabihin, doon sa side na yon magi-intersect. Kasi hindi siya less than 180 degrees yung summation nila eh, yung interior angles. No? Assuming meron pang ganyan, tas meron pang naka-incline na ganun. So that will be, there's a point of intersection on that. So yun yung, it will produce indefinitely meet on the side on which our angles are less than 2 right angles for that interior angles. Alright guys? So yun yung ating masasabi dyan. Okay, clarification, this is a review of your Euclid. No? So meron tayong 2 top chats sa ating Facebook, YouTube channel. Salamat Sir RC sa pagsuporta mo. So meron tayong 3 to 4 top chats na nanonood sa ating YouTube. Okay, common notions. Yan. So this is the next one, common notion. Ito naman guys, this is more on algebraic. Though this time could be applied geometrically speaking. No? Pwede rin siyang i-apply, kaya na-develop din yung axiomatic reasoning na tinatawag. O yung napag-aralan nyo sa logic, di ba? Yung di ba, we try that, no? We try that logic, yung axiomatic logics na yan. No, in fact, magiging, yan, actually, part pa rin naman pala ng midterm yun, axiomatic reasoning na yan, no? Ayan, which is still here. Ayan, things that are equal to the same thing are also equal to another. Anong tawag dyan, Hazel? What do you call that? What do you call the property of equality? Hazel? Yung number 1? Mukhang may problema yung network ni Hazel. Gillian, what can you say, what property of equality is number 1? Transitive property, correct? Alright, yes, transitivity yan. Things that are equal to the same thing, meaning A is equal to B and C is equal to B, therefore A is equal to C. Transitivity yun. Okay, number 2, if equals be added to equals, the wholes are equal. Michaela, what property of equality is number 2? Do dito, wholes lang kinonsider, pero yung kabuuan pa rin yan. Michaela, what is number 2? What property of equality? Though ang context nito, geometrical, hindi algebraic, no? Kaya nga meron talagang, there is a union or marriage of algebra and geometry. Addition property or additive property, correct? Obviously, number 3, similarly, no, that yung subtraction property yan, no, remainders are equal. Things are that coincide with one another are equal one to another. Okay, ano naman to? I-translate nyo sa algebra tong number 4, any one of you. Isel, are you there? Nawala siguro si Isel. Okay ba yung audio ko, guys? Okay ba? Okay lang ba? Kasi minsan on my end pa lang problema, no? Kanina, no? So we have the glitches, no? Hindi mahirap ipaliwanag yung glitches, basta nangyayari from time to time yan. Okay? What can you say about number 4? Ano to? Guys, when things that coincide with one another are equal to one another. what do you call that? Identity. Pwedeng identity or reflexive property. So, sa reflective property. In fact, if you're coincidental to that line, you are that line. Ikaw yung line na yun kasi coincidental ka. So, pwede rin siyang identity or reflexive property. Okay, number 5, yan naman ay obvious, no? Because the whole is greater than part. So, yan yung mga common notions. And then, propositions theorem. Pwede natin gawin to bukas, oh. Ay, not bukas, but pwede, no? Based on Euclidean. Kasi nga, iniisip ko, isa sa gagawin, no? Construction of geometric figures. Pero, yan, ito, no? Proposition. On a given straight line, construct an equilateral triangle. Gillian, naalala mo pang paggawa nito? Given straight line, given line segment AB. How will you construct an equilateral triangle? Kahit theory lang, wag nang i-demonstrate. Para ma-imagine din ni Micaela. Si Aisel, alam niya pa to eh. How will you construct an equilateral triangle given segment AB? Segment AB. Okay? Nakalimutan mo na Gillian? Yung proposition 1-1, I-1. On a given straight line, construct an equilateral triangle. So, strike an arc. Tapos, ganun din sa kabilang end. Okay. So, you will strike an arc of length AB. So first is on point A, strike an arc that is equivalent to length of AB. So, ibig sabihin, dulo yun. So, strike upward. So, imagine nyo, mag-strike kayo pataas. So, ito yung point A, you strike at compass, pataas. Ganun din naman sa B, length AB din, strike ka rin pataas. So, what will happen? There will be an intersection. And that intersection is the third point of your triangle. Connect the 3 points. You could name this at point C. Then that will become triangle ABC. It's not just a triangle, it's an equilateral triangle. Alright, so thank you, Gillian, for that reminder. No? Okay, proposition number 1-2. To place at a given point, a straight line is equal to the given straight line. Ito. May point, tapos may line, or line segment, you create a parallel line that would, or a straight line that is equivalent to a given line. Ayan, a straight line equal to the straight line. Given the length in a point, we can construct a segment at that length. So, ganda nito, no? So, wag mo muna sagutin, Gillian. So, ayan. So, another proposition, given two unequal straight lines, to cut off from greater straight line equal to the less. Given two segments of different lengths, we can cut off the greater segment equal to the smaller. Ibig sabihin, yung ipuputulin mo sa mahaba, idudugtong mo dun sa maikli. So, anong gagawin doon? No? Yan. Magandang palaisipan to. No? Para sa maging equal. Dapat yung ibabawas mo doon sa mahaba ay idudugtong mo doon sa maikli para sila ay maging equal or congruent. Alright? So, so these are challenges. Perhaps, pwede nyo nang i-review to. Sige, i-review nyo na para aside from geometric constructions, that we'll be doing, I will be doing this also. So I hope I could upload this earlier, no? Para mabasa nyo na. So if two triangles have two sides, two sides equal to two sides respectively and have edges contained by a equal straight line, equal, they will also have the base equal to the base, and the triangle will be equal to the triangle. The remaining edges will be equal, no? By Sas congruence. So para magta-transfer ka lang ng triangle from one point to another, ganun siya. Ganun yung issue nito, no? So pag transfer mo from one point to another, dapat yung mapoproduce ng triangle ay congruent. Kasi ang gagamitan mo ng SAS, ililipat mo yung side, ililipat mo yung isa pang side. Definitely, yung angle na malilipat mo ay tama. Now, pag kinonekta mo yung vertex dun sa isa pang endpoint, dapat congruent siya. Okay? So, then welcome again, Acel. So, mukhang may problematic ang yung network connections. Dahil dyan, magputo muna tayo. Puto na may matamis at mayroong nyog, guys. Ayan. Akala nyo kayo lang, ha? Yung tablet. Okay. Yeah. Gini-glitch din. Okay, mga glitches na yan eh. Sige. Okay lang yan. Anyway, this will be recorded, no? Sa ating YouTube. Ng YouTube natin. Okay pa rin. Meron pa rin tayong 2 views. I don't know if I have an option to record. Do your professors record through Google Meet, guys? Hindi ko pa nasusubukan yun eh. Mag-record ng diretso. Pwede ba? May ganun bang setting tong ating, kasi may nakita na akong Google account na kayang mag-record eh. Ganun. Pero may ibang account na nakakapag-record diretso. Baka siguro malupit yung account nila, no? I seen that already eh. Now from the Google Meet, he could record. And the Google Meet will, since he's the admin, he could provide the link, the video link in few minutes after the class, after the call. Ganun yung eh. So far, wala palang ganun dito, no? Open picture, visual effects, turn on captions. Wala eh, no? Wala sa natin. Wala akong makitang option dito for that eh. So may mga account na ganun, Gillian, meron. Na dinidiretso niya. Through kaya ako, ayan ang option ko talaga. Iba to sa YouTube. O, di ba? Pero dito guys, hindi ko na pinapakita yung nyo, yung account nyo kasi yan, for your privacy din. So naririnig lang nila yung mga boses natin sa katawa. So ang common lang sa kanila itong sinishare ko. May para I realize that para at least may privacy din. Okay. So sige, ayan ganda nito, no? Isosceles triangle, let's continue. The base are equal to another if the equal straight lines can be produced further. The angles under the base will be equal. So these are construction, guys, no? We will leave it that. Ang daming activities, no? Pwede i-construct, Gillian, no? Ang dami nito. So share natin agad to, no? Ayan, so maraming mga pwedeng gawin dito. But of course, we'll be choosing, not all. No? Not all, dami, no? Mamimili tayo dito na pwede natin i-construct. Okay? Alright, so yun. Okay, so yun yung natapos yung exploration dito ni ito nga, Pythagorean, no? Nung ginugol nyo, ilan yung proof ng Pythagorean, guys? Ilan proofs ng Pythagorean? Have you tried googling how many proofs do we have for Pythagorean theorem? Umabot na yata ng 80 proofs. Have you tried searching that in the internet? 80 proofs of Pythagorean theorem, or can you Google right now? Okay, isa rin actually sa papagawa ko sa inyo yon, yung proofs of Pythagorean theorem. Siguro guys, mamili kayo ng 5, tagli-5 kayo. Pero iba-iba kayo So ganito, mag-download kayo ng materials na wherein there is this variety, more than 80, I think, more than 80 proofs of Pythagorean theorem. Paghati-hatian nyo, pili lang kayo ng tagli-5. 371, grabe naman yan. Yun lang reference ko, 80 plus lang. Haba, dami na pala. Medyo, na pala ako. Dilapidated na pala yung resource ko. Hindi, pero baka pinili lang yung geometrical proofs. You isolate guys yung geometrical proofs. Kasi iba dyan algebraic saka, So anyway, you just choose 5 among yourselves. 5 kay Aisel, 5 kay Gillian, 5 kay Micaela. Ayan. And be ready to construct when we meet next week. So yan yung isa sa mga activity. Una, yung geometrical figures, and then yung Pythagorean theorem, and then itong sasagutin natin yung selected topics on this Euclidean constructions. Yan yung ating mga i-construct. Okay? Sige. Balik na ako dun sa aking Ito, no? Pero bibigay ko na ng maaga. Kasi guys, kaya ako na-late mag-upload kasi nahihirapan akong i-truncate yung file. So I have difficulty. I need to may mga security issue kasi yan. So yun yung dahilan, kapatid. Kaya hindi tayo nakakapag-upload. Actually, pwede kong i-upload yung buo. Kaya nga lang, nakakabilao pag in-upload ko ng libro. So you could just appreciate one chapter at a time. So that's my idea. No? So, ayan. Siguro pwede konti ng, so meron na tayong so far Hilbert, we done that, Birkhoff, Euclid elements. Then we could have a primer perhaps, no? So ito naman, na-discuss na natin yung iba dito, no? Yung mga direct proof. There are direct proofs at yung proofs by contradiction. Ano nga uli yun, guys? Anong tawag doon? Yung proof by contradiction. What do you call that? We have that discussed. What do you call that? By yan, RAA proofs. Yan yung by contradiction. Tama yun. Kaya lang. Then yung converse statement. Actually, na-discuss na natin to So nothing new with this, no? Yun lang, medyo inelaborate lang dito. Okay? Yan yung mga elaborations dito. Okay, I think okay na siguro tayo kasi parang mas excited ako dun sa ating gagawin next week Okay, so wag lang kakalimutan yung compass and then at least 2 straight edge, whether one ruler, one triangle, 2 triangles, or 2 rulers. Pero siguro magandang combination, 2 triangle. Kahit yung maliit lang, you don't need to buy, guys. You don't need to buy. You just borrow from your yung compass, no? You just buy from your, not buy but borrow, no? Borrow from your friends. So we will have some activities. Magsisimula tayo sa geometrical figure, no? Turuan ko paano mag-construct ng triangle given one point. Then given one line rather, line segment, given line segment square. And then pentagon. Ayan, siguro tingnan natin kung kakayanin. Pentagon, turuan ko kayo dyan. No? Parang alam na ni Gillian to eh. No, Gillian. Natago mo po ba yung mga plates mo, Gillian, saka Hazel? Natago nyo pa yung mga drawing plates, no? Wala na. Sa'yo, Hazel. Wala na rin. Ayan. So, tuturuan nyo si Micaela kasi si Micaela walang exposure dyan eh. No, yun. We will have some geometric construction, no? Siguro hanggang dodecagon tayo. Dodecagon. Yun ang gagawin natin yan, okay? And then afterwards, yung proofs of Pythagorean theorem, you will construct it geometrically by your own. So you just collaborate by yourselves, you choose among, sabi ni Gillian, 371 proofs. So tingnan nyo lang dyan ano yung geometrically viable, no, na pwedeng i-construct. Okay? And from that, you could choose 5, each one of you. And then, if we still have time, anyway, gagawin naman natin to hanggang week 13. No? Kasi sa week 12 naman, of course, midterm exam yan, stop muna tayo. And then week 13, tutuloy lang natin yung constructions. Okay, this time, yung mga construction naman ni Euclid. Alright? So ito no, by contradictions, no, natalaki na to eh. Pero I will still upload this to you. Right? So just give me time. Sana yung mga glitches natin ay hindi na rin okay. So I think that's my agenda for today, guys. We are getting slow because I thought of learning hyperbolic geometry during the finals na. Na final period na natin siya i-discuss together with spherical, no? Nandito naman yan sa book. Hyperbolic, that corresponds to project 10-11. Elliptic, projects 12 to 13. Projective, projects 14 to 15. And if there is still time, fractal geometry. So yan yung correspondence natin ng ano, no? At kung may time pa tayo, pwede natin balikan yung, by the way, part na ng constructions pala yung ano nyo, no, assignment, no? So constructions. Ang parang missing link na lang yung ano, though yung transformational, na-discuss na natin to eh. Yung transform, yung reflections, no, etc. And then yung symmetry naman, so this could be self-read, no? Symmetry could be self-read naman. So kaya magsisimula ako dito sa hyperbolic. Okay? So guys, thank you so much, no? By the way, you still have class, no? Later on for your number theory. What's your number theory class? Kahapon. Kahapon pala. So anyway, sige, afterwards, Micaela, we could meet by 12. Siguro you have an early lunch. We could meet around 12:15 siguro. Okay na yun, Micaela? 12:15 for our Calculus 3. 1 p.m. O sige, okay lang. 1 p.m. Okay, 1 p.m. Sige, 1 p.m. tayo. Sige, no problem. Para at least ma-upload ko na yung mga files na pwede kong i-upload for our 143. So clarification guys, Hazel and Gillian. So, yan, nahandaan nyo yung mga kompas bata nyo, ha? Oo, yes, siguro 1.5 to 2 hours lang tayo, Micaela. I will not, So the remaining time, I'll just give you as offline activity, no? What yung mga papagawa ko sa iyo. All right? Now for geometry, just continue your constructions, no? So during the offline activities or asynchronous activities, I trust that you are already creating will be some of you, no? Kasi di pa pala yung iba. No? You'll be constructing your projects, your mini projects through the software that I recommended, no? For mobile, you could use GeoGebra. For PC is yung Geometry Explorer. Okay? So which is readily downloaded on the site. Okay? So, but yeah, yes. And then hyperbolic, I will delay the discussion by week 40 na to or week 13, no? So may activity pa tayo na week 13. Excuse me. Dali na, kailangan ko magkape. Sasamantalahin na natin yung face-to-face natin para magkaroon ng mga geometry constructions. Okay? Ayan. Kasi natapos na natin yung competition, constructions naman tayo. And then sa week 14 ko na, so kaya naman yun. No? Week 14 hanggang 18 still have many weeks to discuss. Anyway, I'll be just choosing. I will not be exhaustive on my discussion about this non-Euclidean geometries. Okay? Okay guys, salamat sa inyo. So sige. So thank you so much for your my apologies for the glitches a while ago. There are glitches. Yeah, parang nararanasan din ni Acer, no? Mag-glitch. Okay, thank you so much guys. Let's close in a word of prayer. Lord, we thank you for this day. Thank you for the opportunity where we could continue. I pray, Lord, that I entrust this student as they continue working on their mini projects for midterm and eventually for their final projects through the softwares. Its purpose, Lord, is for them to appreciate more visually of geometry in terms of not just computation but also the recreational part of mathematics, that they may learn independently how to construct these projects with the guidance of utilizing the guidance of the software that they will be using. So help us, Lord, and continually guide us as we continue today. This is our prayer in Christ's name. Amen. Oh guys, thank you so much. God bless us all. See you next week for MAT143. Okay, bye-bye. Ang lulungkot nyo talaga guys. Next week bawi kayo sa akin Parang lulungkot nyo Ayan, mga seryoso mood tayo ngayon See you next week, okay? Bye.